Why don't you wear a suit? Why don't you wear a suit? You're the highest level in this country's office, and you refuse to wear a suit. Just want to see if you own a suit?
Yeah, problems.
A lot of Americans have problems with you not
Really?
respecting.
I don't have
the
such.
office.
I will wear costume after this war will finish.
Okay.
Yes, maybe. Well,
Maybe something
like
Yes,
yours.
sir.
Yes.
That'd be great.
Maybe something better. I
You
don't.
own a suit?
Yeah, problems.
A lot of Americans have problems with you not
Really?
respecting.
I don't have
the
such.
office.
I will wear costume after this war will finish.
I don't know if Mike Tyson recognizes the genius of what he said when he gave this quote, everyone has a plan till they get punched in the mouth, but it truly conceptualizes what it means to talk a good game and to live one. Because living a good game is a very humbling experience. The men in that video had big mouths. They talk like people who've never been punched in the face. These are the kind of leaders that are not on the front lines when a war is happening. They are the kind of leaders that will send someone else to the front lines. They are mouthpieces in every sense of the word. And with Mike Tyson's quote, I always think about that when it comes to the masculine, because the masculine is the mouthpiece. As I've said before, it is the representation. And that mouth will sometimes write checks that ass can't cash. And so this man who knows what it feels like to get punched in the mouth is not wearing a suit as part of the tradition when with other countries, when they're going to war, their leaders do not wear suits to be in solidarity with their own people. It is a humble tradition. It is something that Trump and people like Trump will never understand. Someone who does not know what it means to have to back up a check will never understand what it means to be humble, to have to roll up your sleeves and get your hands dirty. They do not understand that concept. And when someone doesn't have experience in this way, it is very obvious to see that they don't have experience in this way. And this is something that President Zelensky brings up.
Let's start from the beginning.
Sure.
First of all, during the war, everybody has problems. Even you, but you have nice ocean and don't feel now, but you will feel it in the future.
That man said you are surrounded by a nice ocean, so you don't know what it feels like to have the problem sitting on your doorstep, but you're going to feel it in the future. You have a plan until you get punched in the mouth, is what that man just said. And the punch in the mouth that America is going to get is inevitable because America has a big mouth.
Hey, so did you know that the president of Ukraine experienced white supremacy yesterday? Yeah, you heard me. The president of Ukraine experienced white supremacy yesterday. And let me explain. So, white supremacy holds that Western Europeans are inferior. They view all Slavic peoples and Southern Europeans as inferior to Western Europeans. This is why during World War II, there were still some Eastern European people in the concentration camps. So this negotiation, as we would call it, first of all, went that way because J.D. Vance fired off on somebody when he has no business firing off on somebody, and also because they view him as inherently less intelligent than themselves because he is Slavic, because he comes from a Slavic country, and because he's the president of a Slavic country. Eastern Europeans are viewed as inferior in white supremacy. So the president of Ukraine experienced it yesterday, and it was on full.
The world's reaction to how the Trump administration has treated Zelensky reveals how insulated they've been from what the global south has routinely faced from the US empire for decades now. What happened was novel because of how it was televised. But so many American administrations have acted this way to global south leaders for so long. But of course, the difference is that those other leaders were not glorified by liberals the way that Zelensky is. The media right now is reacting as if this is the first time it's ever happened. And yeah, it kind of is a spectacle moment for when it's happened to a European leader. And so I guess that's where they draw the line. Oh my God, just don't do it to the white people. Anyone else, this kind of treatment is okay, no problem. These are big facts, by the way. It's actually driving me nuts how the media and so many people have reacted harsher to the Trump administration's conversations with Zelensky than they have to the US's literal funding of genocides and invasions abroad. This is my biggest problem with US's two-party democracy and those who believe in it. Like, if you give them good PR and if things appear good, everything is fine. The moment you get someone like Trump who is just like uncovering what has been going on for a really long while, that's where they draw the line. And still the line is on rhetoric, not what's actually going on. Like, it's baffling.